Tension in Pokrovsk. Brazilian forces surround and eliminate Russian troops. By Grok News Desk. Pokrovsk, Donetsk Oblast, Ukraine, September 19, 2025. In a dramatic escalation of the ongoing battle for control of eastern Ukraine's strategic hub, Brazilian volunteers serving in Ukraine's 2nd International Legion have reportedly encircled and neutralized a Russian assault group attempting to breach Ukrainian defenses near Pokrovsk. The operation, which unfolded over the past 48 hours, has injected a surge of momentum into Ukrainian lines amid months of grueling Russian offensives, leaving Moscow's forces reeling and highlighting the growing role of international fighters in the conflict. The flanking maneuver, a swift counterstrike. The incident occurred on the volatile flanks of Pokrovsk, a key logistics and rail center that has been under relentless Russian pressure since mid-2024. Russian troops, part of a renewed push toward the city, had infiltrated nearby villages in a bid to outflank Ukrainian positions and advance toward Dobropilya, a critical supply route town to the north. Geolocated footage and frontline reports indicate that the Russian group, estimated at 20 to 30 soldiers from a reconnaissance and sabotage unit, exploited a brief gap in Ukrainian patrols to establish a foothold in forested terrain south of the city. Enter the Brazilian contingent of the 2nd International Legion, a multinational unit specializing in rapid response attacks, drone-supported reconnaissance, and urban counterinsurgency tactics. Comprising mostly veterans from Brazil's military and federal police forces, the group, numbering around 50 fighters, deployed under cover of darkness on September 17. Using commercial drones for real-time surveillance and small unit tactics honed in Brazil's favelas and Amazon operations, they maneuvered undetected to encircle the infiltrators by dawn. Brazilian soldiers from the 2nd International Legion have been deployed to finish off the remnants of the Russian breakthrough attempt toward Dobropilya, confirmed a report from RFU News, a Ukraine-focused outlet. The encirclement was textbook. Brazilian teams cut off retreat routes with precision drone strikes and sniper fire, while Ukrainian artillery provided suppressive cover. Within hours, the Russian position was compressed into a kill zone, with reports of close-quarters combat involving grenades and automatic weapons. By midday on September 18th, the engagement ended with the elimination of the entire Russian group. No survivors, according to Ukrainian sources. Eyewitness accounts from the Legion describe a scene of intense but disciplined action. These Russians thought they could slip through like ghosts, but we turned the tables, said one anonymous Brazilian fighter in a video interview shared on social media. Our drones spotted them first, then we closed the noose. It's not glory, it's survival for Ukraine. The operation's success was amplified by the unit's mobility, operating as light infantry with minimal armor. The Brazilians navigated minefields and shell craters that had bogged down heavier Russian advances. Strategic context: Pokrovsk under siege. Pokrovsk has been the epicenter of Russia's summer and fall offensives in Donetsk Oblast, with Moscow amassing over 111,000 troops in the sector by late 2024 in a bid to encircle the city and sever Ukrainian supply lines. The town, often called a gateway to central Ukraine, hosts vital rail junctions and highways linking frontline units to rear bases in Dnipro and beyond. Russian forces have inched closer, capturing villages like Novokrotovivka and Pischane earlier this year, but at a staggering cost. Estimates suggest up to 30,000 Russian casualties monthly across the front, with Pokrovsk accounting for a significant share. Ukraine's defense has relied on fortified trenches, minefields, and drone warfare to blunt these assaults, but manpower shortages have forced commanders to integrate foreign volunteers like the International Legion. The Brazilian unit, formed in early 2024, brings specialized skills in small group raids and counter-sabotage, making them ideal for the fluid, infiltration-heavy fighting around Pokrovsk. With many being veterans of Brazil's military or police forces, bringing specialized skills in small unit tactics, reconnaissance, and urban counterinsurgency tactics, the Legion has stabilized threatened flanks and launched preemptive strikes against Russian probes. This latest clash fits into a broader pattern of Russian desperation. Just weeks ago, Ukrainian forces repelled similar sabotage incursions, eliminating groups down to the last soldier through drone surveillance and rapid ground response. The Pokrovsk front, now in its 13th month of intense combat, has drawn comparisons to the brutal Battle of Bakhmut, with both sides locked in a war of attrition. However, recent Ukrainian gains, bolstered by Western aid and international recruits, have slowed Russia's momentum, preventing a full encirclement. Reactions and implications. The news rippled through global media and social platforms, with X, formerly Twitter, abuzz under hashtags like Brazil for Ukraine and Pokrovsk stance. Posts from supporters hailed the Brazilians as unexpected heroes, with one viral clip showing Legion fighters raising the Ukrainian flag over a recaptured outpost. "I did not have Brazilians defeating Russia in Pokrovsk on my bingo card," quipped a one American commentator, capturing the surreal international flavor of the war. From Moscow's perspective, the setback is a blow to morale. Russian mill bloggers, often vociferous in their demands for advances, have gone quiet on the Pokrovsk sector, focusing instead on unrelated fronts like Kursk. Ukrainian Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrsky praised the operation in a briefing, noting it directly contributes to the broader plan of encircling and eliminating Russian forces that have struggled for months. For Brazil, the involvement underscores a quiet but growing solidarity with Ukraine. Although official Brasilia remains neutral, hundreds of Brazilian volunteers have joined the fight since 2022, driven by anti-authoritarian sentiments and historical ties to European conflicts. Their role here not only bolsters Ukraine's defenses, but also serves as a propaganda win, showcasing the war's global stakes. As fighting continues, Pokrovsk remains a tinderbox. Evacuations persist, with families fleeing under drone threats and Ukrainian units brace for retaliation. Yet, in this latest chapter, the underdog narrative prevails. A band of South American volunteers, far from the Amazon, reminding the world that resolve can turn the tide in the shadow of invasion.